So you want a little sports maven?
Guy runs a little hot, but he gets the job done.
You got the champ of Mississippi Sports Talk Radio.
It's Jake Wimberly with the Afternoon Drive.
Live on ESPN 105.9 The Zone and online
At thezone1059.com.
We are brought to you by the station in Madison. Make sure to head to the website, thestationms.com. Call 601-499-1133. Still time to plan your cocktail party, wedding reception, or themed event at the station. Thursday nights, they got live music and a lot of great fun and food at the station. Find them on Facebook.com/thestationms as well. Our high school football tour continues as Hartfield Academy punches the ticket to the state championship. They'll be playing Saturday night against Madison Ridgeland Academy out at Mississippi College. It's going to be a fun one, 6 o'clock kick out at MC. Craig Bowman, head football coach at Hartfield, kind enough to give us some time. He is on your radio right now. Coach Bowman, thanks so much. How are you?
Hey, Jake. Appreciate you having us on, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, Coach, and I want to talk about your football team. I've had a chance over the last several years to visit with David Horner and, of course, Chuck Box and a lot of great people over at Hartfield. And I've been saying, like a lot of people for years, Hartfield is just an unbelievable place in the trajectory of not just the football team, but the school and the programs there has been remarkable. And what you guys have done this year now, punching a ticket to the highest classification in the MAIS to the state championship game on Saturday. Congratulations to you guys for that. Take us through the season and what's it been like for you guys on this journey?
Yeah, Jake. I mean, we knew a couple of years ago that we were going to make it the jump into 6A, and I'll be honest with you, we kind of started preparing accordingly through the weight room and as our journey traveling through 5A, and then this year we kind of got off to a fast start, going 7-0 against a lot of 5A opponents, and then a couple of our 6A division, and had a really big win down at PCS in Hattiesburg against a really talented team, really big and physical, and that was kind of our first taste of 6A football, and so our kids kind of, recognize there, I believe that they recognize the physicality it takes to play in this division, and that it's relentless for 4 quarters. We end up here with Jackson Academy, and I'll be honest with you, I think our favorite thing about being in 6A is the atmosphere. It doesn't get any better in 6A football, and just the crowd and the passion behind all the teams in the division. But Jackson Academy is a great football team, and we came up a little short. We had an off week, and we were kind of able to regroup and go into the prep game the first time, and kind of had some fireworks that week, and then we ended up with MRA, and they had a lot of fireworks over there that week. So I think the biggest thing we learned through the season was we got to come ready to play every week. There's not a down week in this division.
Craig Bowman is on your radio, head football coach, Hartfield Academy, playing for a state championship on Saturday night out at Mississippi College. They'll be taking on Madison Ridgeland Academy. 6 o'clock kick at Mississippi College. Coach, it's an interesting story because you reference in your rolling off teams. Look, Park Lane Academy's been doing this, this a long time, since the 80s in this division. They had a lot of success, 80s and early 90s. Jackson Academy, Jackson Prep, a ton of success. MRA, a ton of success. You got a group of kids that are really, really good football players. I want to talk about some of them here in a bit, like Cruz Garner and some others. But just to not have that success and say, you know what, we don't care that we're playing teams with all of its history and tradition. We're going to go make our own, and that's what you guys are doing right now.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot here on campus and with our coaches is those schools you named, like Jackson Prep, MRA, JA, Park Lane, they've had 30, 40, 50 years of big football games, and we're in our 10th year of school, and really we've only had a couple years of really big football games. And so, on top of trying to build a school and build a culture, we're also trying to prepare guys for what it takes to play in big football games. So it's been a big learning curve for our kids. It's been a big learning curve for our coaches. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been really, really challenging this year, but it's been a lot of fun.
Coach, talk a little bit about your team. It starts with your quarterback, Cruz Garner. And, of course, you guys are playing unbelievable defense. You've only get up 131 points all year long. Kind of take us through this football team, offensively and all the way to the back end on the defense.
Yeah. So offensively, yep, Crew's been our quarterback since he was in 10th grade, and so this is his third year in the system, and so he has a great understanding of what everybody's role is. And then you have Xavier Davis in the backfield that's had a tremendous season, and including last week, rushing for 214 yards, I believe, in the semifinal game. But we have a really talented offensive line. We're big, and we're really towards the back end started to play more physical football. And then we have some talented receivers. We have a 10th grader, Reed Jeslowski, that is super explosive. He's about 6'2", 195. Dawson Pike, who's a senior out there on the edge on the same side as Reed, and a couple other guys, Blake Condon and Peyton, that are good role players for us. And then, yeah, man, you said it. Our defense has kind of been the heartbeat of our team this year. They're tough to go against. We go against them sometimes in practice, and we don't do a whole lot against them either. They play really fast. Up front, we're real quick with Jay Smith on the edge and bank speed and nose guard, and then we have a really talented linebacker group with Cooper Stroud, Anson Wallace, and Chris Jones, and then our back end's really good, and our safeties with Gage Story and Mekhi Mayweather. They play really, really hard. They play with a lot of confidence, and they put us in a lot of good positions and keep us out of a lot of bad positions too.
Coach, and of course we're visiting with Craig Bowman. He's the head football coach at Hartfield Academy. They're taking on Madison Ridgeland Academy for the 6A championship on Saturday night at Mississippi College, and of course it's going to be a good one. Coach, y'all played it. You mentioned it. Y'all played in some big ball games. You've faced MRA. Saturday's going to be a different deal. Mississippi College. We've had a chance to work those games over the years. That place is going to be packed. It's going to be bonkers. It's going to be a heck of an atmosphere. What's been your message to your team this week?
Well, I think our biggest message is kind of the message we've carried all year is we belong. This wasn't a fluke. We belong in this division. I'm not saying that we anything other than that we can compete week in and week out in this division. And then that a state championship game is different than a regular season game. Our seniors know it's their last game. They can kind of just relax a little bit and play and just kind of enjoy the night. It's going to be really challenging. It's going to be really difficult. But, it's a championship game. That's why you have them. And our message has been we got to play clean. One thing that Coach Davis and his team does really well is when you make a mistake, they punish you for them. And so we've got to play a clean ball game and hopefully create some turnovers on the other side and capitalize. We can force them into some mistakes and capitalize on them. Look out. It could be a close one,
Craig Bowman, head football coach at Hartfield Academy. The 2021 Class 6 MAIS State Championship comes up Saturday night as his Hartfield Academy team will take on Madison Ridgeland and Herbert Davis. Coach, I appreciate your time. And look, congratulations on a heck of a year. Best of luck on Saturday night. We'll catch up and do it again soon.
I appreciate it, Jake. Thanks for having us on, man.
Thanks so much. Craig Bowman, head football coach at Hartfield Academy, on your radio talking about a big matchup. Of course, you'll hear that game right here on 105.9. That, of course, the MRA radio broadcast as their team will be here ready to tee you up. And, of course, that game will be on TV as well, courtesy of the MAIS. Brian Eubank will be on the call.